I called the police on my own sister. They did not believe me. I went to my principal. He looked at me and said, "You are not Lily. Lily is already in class." I said, "I am Lily." He said, "No, I just spoke to Lily 5 minutes ago. She is in room 212. I don't know who you are, but you need to leave." I am standing in my own school, wearing my own clothes with my own face, and the principal of my school is telling me that I do not exist. Because someone is already living my life. Someone who looks exactly like me, who stole my name, who stole my classes, who stole my grades, who stole the one thing that was supposed to save me from this family. And the worst part, my own mother helped her do it. She walked into that principal's office, looked directly at me, her own daughter, and said, "I have never seen this girl before in my life." My mother said that about me while looking at my face. My name is Lily Parker. I have an identical twin sister named Rose, and 3 weeks ago she erased me. Not from a photo, not from a group chat, not from a birthday invitation, from reality. She became me, and I became nobody. And if you think you know where this story is going, I promise you, you have no idea. People always ask what it is like to have an identical twin. I will tell you what it is like. It is like having a mirror that has opinions, a mirror that can talk back, a mirror that your mother likes more than she likes you. Wait, let me back up. Rose and I were born 4 minutes apart. I came first, she came second. We are identical in exactly one way, our faces. Everything else is different. I wear glasses, Rose wears contact lenses. I keep my hair brown and natural in a ponytail. Rose bleached hers blonde in the 8th grade and has worn it down and perfect every single day since. I read books in the corner of the library. Rose reads the room and owns it. I got straight A grades. Rose got straight A attention. Our father is a surgeon. He works 80 hours a week at the hospital and loves us both the same way he loves everything, from a distance and with good intentions. Our mother is a different story. Our mother is the kind of woman who peaked in high school and has been reliving it through her daughters, specifically through Rose. She posts photos of Rose on her social media with captions like, "My mini-me," and "This girl is going places." I am not in those photos. I am not even mentioned. When I won the regional art competition last year, my mother said, "That is nice, Lily. Can you help Rose with her English essay?" She has a social event this weekend and does not have time. A social event. She was going to a pool party. But here's the thing. Even with all of that, I was okay. I had my art, I had my grades, I had my best friend Sophie who understood me without me having to explain myself. And I had Grandma Helen. Grandma Helen is my father's mother. She lives in a country house 2 hours away, and she is the sharpest person I have ever met. She is 72 years old, and she can still beat me at chess while cooking dinner and listening to the news at the same time. Grandma Helen always told me the same thing. "Lily, the world will try to make you invisible. Your job is to leave marks they cannot erase." I did not understand what she meant until Rose erased me for real. It started the week I got my early acceptance letter. Oxford, the pre-foundation art program. They only accept 12 students from the entire country every year. And I got in. When the letter arrived, I was shaking. I could not even open it. My hands were trembling so badly that Grandma Helen had to read it to me over the phone. She screamed. I screamed. We both cried. And then I told my mother. She said, "Oh, that is wonderful. But I do not think your father can afford 2 programs this year. Rose just got accepted to a summer modeling academy in Paris." A modeling academy in Paris versus Oxford? I went to my room and put the acceptance letter in my desk drawer. I told myself I would talk to Dad when he came home. That letter disappeared from my drawer 2 days later. I tore my room apart looking for it. I asked my mother. She said she had not seen it. I asked Rose. She said she had no idea what I was talking about. 1 week later, Rose dyed her hair back to brown, our natural color. I thought it was strange, but I did not think much of it. 2 days after that, Rose started wearing glasses, clear lenses, no prescription. People said she looked like me. She laughed and said, "That is the point." Nobody thought it was weird, because nobody was paying attention. Then my best friend Sophie moved to Canada with her family. My one person, gone. Rose made her move. She went to the school office on a Monday morning before I arrived. She told the administrator that she, Lily Parker, wanted to update her student photo. She showed my student ID, which she had taken from my bag over the weekend. She walked into my first class, sat in my seat, introduced herself to my teachers as Lily. When I arrived 20 minutes later, I was no one. The system said Rose Parker was in a different set of classes. Classes I had never taken, Rose's classes. My schedule was hers. Her schedule was mine. My locker combination had been changed. My teachers looked at me like they had never seen me before. And when I went to the principal's office to explain what was happening, Rose was already there, crying, telling Dr. Aldridge that her sister was having a breakdown and was confused about who she was. She even brought our mother, who confirmed it. My own mother sat in that office, looked at me, and said, "This is Rose. She has been having some difficulties lately. Lily is in class right now." I was standing right there, and nobody believed me. I spent the next 3 weeks living as Rose Parker. Let me tell you what that means. It means going to classes I had never signed up for. History instead of advanced art. Basic math instead of calculus. A schedule designed for someone who does not care about learning. It means watching my twin sister walk through the hallway wearing my glasses, carrying my art portfolio, talking to my teachers about my projects like she made them. It means sitting in the cafeteria alone because Rose's friends do not want to sit with the quiet twin. It means my mother packing Rose's favorite lunch in my bag and my favorite lunch in Rose's bag, and not even noticing the difference. I tried telling my father. He was home for exactly one dinner during those 3 weeks. I sat across from him and said, "Dad, Rose is pretending to be me. She switched our identities at school. Mom is helping her." He looked exhausted. He put down his fork and looked at my mother. My mother shook her head slowly and said, "David, she has been like this all week. The school counselor thinks it might be an identity issue related to being a twin." My father looked at me with tired, kind eyes and said, "Sweetheart, we will get you someone to talk to. I promise." He thought I was losing my mind. The worst part was the art room. I went to the art room after school one day because I could not stay away. My painting was still on the easel, the one I had been working on for 3 months. A portrait of Grandma Helen sitting in her garden with light coming through the trees. Rose had added her initials to the corner. LP, my initials, because she was me now. Miss Calloway, the art teacher, walked in and found me standing in front of it. She said, "Rose, what are you doing in here after hours?" I said, "This is my painting. I painted this." She looked at me for a long moment. Then she looked at the painting, then back at me. She said very quietly, "I know." I stared at her. She said, "I have been teaching art for 26 years. I know the difference between someone who creates and someone who performs. Your sister does not hold a brush the way you do. She does not mix color the way you do. She does not see light the way you do." She paused. "But I need proof, Lily. I cannot go to the administration with a feeling." That night, I called Grandma Helen. She picked up on the first ring. She always does. I told her everything. The letter, the ID, the schedule, the glasses, the painting. Mom in the principal's office. Grandma Helen was quiet for exactly 10 seconds. Then she said, "Pack a bag. I am coming to get you tomorrow, and I am bringing someone with me." If you made it this far, you are not just a viewer. You are invested. Hit that subscribe button, because part 2 is coming, and you do not want to miss what Grandma Helen does next. I am telling you right now, it is the most satisfying thing you will ever watch.